respawns, and they've really struggled. And you see Rapid Fire Afterburner, first two things off the board here.
One thing to mention, though, they did look really good in the FaZe series. They played them very tough, and it looked like a better TK team.
Well, how did Nezlo and Sharp play? That's what I'm more interested in.
Sharp had some monster games. Nezlo did too. Really, they played well all around. I just don't think they're as good of a team as FaZe. That's kind of what it came down to. And they were banning the Man of War against FaZe every single game. I'm not shocked to see it done here at all.
Yeah, Wheat's very good with the Man of War, so you want to get that out of the game. Obviously, we just saw what happened on this one, and Wheats gets rid of stock. So now it's going to be pretty much M8s, no stock. Obviously, SMGs on evac, pretty important. Now those are not going to have stock. We've seen players go towards stock VMP.
Yeah.
What else could possibly go? You figure Flashbang's
probably concussion then too.
Last thing to go.
But this match, I mean, TSM got a much-needed win yesterday against H2K.
So concussions stay in.
Okay, interesting. Well, who do you think that benefits?
I don't think it really benefits either team. I think if you're TSM, though, you just want to get it out of the game, right? You don't want to be zoned out by the Purifier as you're trying to break into the second hill or the fourth hard point. You're going to see Heatwave come off the board for both teams. Camo come off the board for both sides as well. You expect Goonjar and Wheats, the two players, to be running those weapons, run the site. Those are going to be your AR players who are going to put up lots of numbers in the kill department. And the two guys are going to go with active camo. So a straight mirror matchup across the board.
Okay, well, players now going to start editing their classes and score streaks before we get locked and loaded into game one. Now, again, both of these teams right on that bubble regarding relegation or making it to the Stage 1 finals. This matchup is huge. TSM gets a big win against H2K yesterday. Yeah. TK has a devastating loss to FaZe yesterday. So, you know, if you're TSM, you don't need to win as much as TK here. Does that hunger for TK, is that the difference in this series? I think it might be.
I think TSM's pretty hungry as well. I mean, you
DT just lost, by the way, too, so that's big for both of these guys.
DT is basically out. So I was actually just going to do this in my head. So DT goes 0-2 this week, right?
So what are you juggling all the marbles around
LG goes 2-0, so that's a great week for LG.
All right.
TSM at this moment in time is 1-0. TK is 0-1. And then H2K, that was your only other bubble team. Well, them and CLG. CLG goes 0-2, right? They lose yesterday. No, they beat
CLG won yesterday.
So CLG goes 1-1. And H2K goes 0-2. I mean, TSM and LG. You looked at LG was like the biggest threat to get into that, like, 7-8 spot.
That's just that LG is actually the last team in the world that TSM wanted to go 2-0. So actually,
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Actually, TSM going 2-0 here is kind of big because of LG.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we thought that LG would actually take over TSM. Their spot could actually end up being LG almost taking over H2K because H2K throws together an 0-2 week.
LG, TSM, and H2K should be kind of jumbled together after this week, depending on the result of this matchup. Well, actually, regardless of the result of this matchup, they should be kind of bunched together.
Obviously, you can't say anyone's out of it yet, but I got to figure DT with an 0-2 week, that's got to put them almost out.
Yeah, you know, you never want to count out because if they win all 4 of their final matches, maybe they get in, but
they would get to what, 8 wins, I believe.
They don't control their own destiny at all.
No.
You've gotten to a point where even if you win out, you're not necessarily in, and that's like the last position anyone wants to be in. If you're LG, if you're H2K, and if you're TSM right now. Well, actually, no. The only two controlling their own destiny are probably TSM and H2K right now. If they win out,
if you are LG, you want a TK win the worst way here. Because TK has a pretty strong schedule from here on out. It doesn't hurt you. It's a team that's behind you. And it just knocks TSM down, and it knocks H2K down. Well, it just gives you a better chance.
When we get a chance, if I remember between maps, I want to take a look at the standings real quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got them updated with the DT loss, and we can kind of get an idea. It's so hard for me to visualize it sometimes when you talk about who went 0-2, who went 2-0. I want to see the actual standings so we can chat about it a little bit more. But let's kick things off. Hardpoint, evac, game 1, our final best of 5 of week 9, day 2 here in the Call of Duty World League presented by PlayStation 4. We are so close to our Stage 1 finals. It is just a cluster of smoke, bombs, and bullets here as people break in, and that is going to go the way of TSM as they start to get control early. Theory tries to answer back, but is getting shut down. The newcomer, Ivy, kicking things off 2-0.
A great start for him. He actually had a really strong game yesterday when I casted them, and excited to see him kind of, I don't want to say like get on track, but the first game I casted it, he did not look very good. Now starting to really come into his own in the pro division. I don't even know what you would call it. Is it filling in, trying out?
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
I'm not sure exactly.
It's like I saw people on Reddit. They were like, "Why do Maven and Mr. X keep saying Havoc is like trying out?" And it's like, well, because
you don't know how to word it. I mean,
yeah.
To clarify, basically we talked about it a little bit earlier, but just to break it down a little bit more, if you want to play in the Stage 1 finals, if let's say Inks breaks both of his arms and isn't able to participate, if they want to have a sub come play at Stage 1 finals, they have to play in 6 matches in the World League.
Or I mean, Envy can just like make a decision which out of the 5 players goes.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
true.
right? I mean, they can send any 4 players.
Very, very true. So, well, who knows? Things might shake up a little bit before we get to Stage 1, but as of now, players just trying to get in their 6 required matches here for their teams. We'll see if any substitutes might end up being a big difference down the stretch.
I got to think this one, though, this is a little bit different because TSM's fighting for a playoff spot. You wouldn't be using some guy on a trial.
Well, and the big thing to take a look at,
hunt.
who did Envy use in the 25K?
Yeah.
Who did TSM use in the 25K?
Yeah, no, very good point. Very good point.
That tells you a lot, I think.
Yeah, you're gonna see Ivy. Oh, we've never seen anyone punch each other. Yeah, no, we've never seen anyone punch anyone down here in the CWL. We almost got close to it there. Misty Wheats up top. He's able to pick up Theory below him, trying to get into the rotation for the next hill. It's going to be in control, Team Kaliber early, but they find themselves down. A really nice start out of Colchan, and I feel like it's been, I don't want to say it's a while since we've really seen Colchan go off, but I feel like I spoke to this about...
nice job.
I spoke to it about Jack yesterday. I feel like, as TSM has struggled, like the hype around Colchan has kind of gone down.
Yeah, well, I think it was just he was kind of like that refreshing surprise, in the World League, just kind of a newer player to it. And, when I've casted him a lot, I know at least early in Stage 1, he was putting up just
huge
massive numbers.
Yeah.
In S&D, he was such a difference maker with a sniper rifle. I know for me, at least with regards to hype, this is the first TSM match I've actually casted in a couple weeks, I think. I just feel like I haven't been able to watch him play as much. But, speaking of him, why don't we switch over to Colchan, because he's got more kills than everyone in the lobby.
Yeah. No, that's why I kind of mentioned it, because recently it hasn't been the case. I know Wheats has done a really nice job with the assault rifle. He's been putting up big numbers, and it's going to be TK holding down that hill, though, able to make a comeback, take the lead. Going to go over to the 4th hard point. It's Wheats and Colchan pick up a kill apiece. See Ivy in the kill feed as well. Now TSM trying to climb back into this one. It's an odd game at the beginning. I feel like nobody has really obviously gotten much done in terms of score, but we haven't really seen anything too crazy in the kills department as well. Like nobody working on streaks, like no abilities come into play. It's just been a very slow hard point. Is that a way to kind of go about?
Yeah, no,
kind of describe it, I guess.
I agree with you. It seems to be a little bit slow, but it's honestly, yeah, there haven't been any big runs, big streaks. I think the biggest I've seen is a player get to like a 2 or 3 streak, no one really going off, just trying to keep an eye on what player gets hot, because a lot of times, games come down to a couple of players having these big streaks where they have these huge individual performances. They get streaks, they lock down one side of a hard point really efficiently, but we just haven't had anything too crazy yet. Just well-rounded efforts from most of the teams outside of Kilchan. Kilchan, how do you like that? That was not on purpose, but Colchan, 17 and 10. I'm calling him Kilchan from now on. I like it. It's got a ring to it.
There you go.
I'm sticking with it. I'm not gonna do that again.
He's gonna come down the side stairs. Goer try and challenge his first hard point, and he's gonna get gunned by Neslo. And you see Ivy pushing into the hill, not able to connect with any of those shots. Goon able to take out 2 from that corner position. Now Goon on a 4 streak. Switch over to the VMP for this first hill, just picking one up, doing a nice job with it, and helping TK get the lead back. But they're gonna give up the next hill, it looks like, as you see, all of the kills coming in for TSM, and they control the spawns.
Those shots
it's not good for Team Kaliber. They're going to go challenge this, and I think you kind of give this up and go for the spawns for the next hill. I don't think there's a reason to challenge this.
Goon was pretty darn close to getting streaks, too. He's a 175, I think, off his lightning, and that gunfight there at Steps is one he probably should have won. So again, no one able to make an impact with regards to streak yet. You've got weapons and abilities up. Pac-Man, first man in to get set up, but Neslo's going to break that. He might find a second, too. Nice shots from Neslo, and this is the aggressive submachine gun player you need him to be. He is streaky, he is passionate, and when he is playing well, he helps this TK team in so many ways. But look at his screen right now. There are so many players. I know we can see it because of X-Ray, but everyone about to push, and he's dealing with it all. Oh, 100 off of his Cerberus, but he gets a couple of streaks. I'm actually going to go back to Neslo. I'm going to watch him for a bit. I take it back. Goonjar's on a 4 streak, so they might pick up streaks for a couple of players. He dies again right off of streaks.
And I tell you what, Neslo, remember how we just kind of described miracles in the last series? I feel like Neslo's the same type of player. Like when Neslo has a big game 1, you know you're going to get a pretty consistent effort from him throughout the entire series. It's when he kind of struggles and gets in his own head, that's when you're going to see Neslo struggle.
Well, Kilchan on a 2 streak here, able to pick up a couple. You see the Scythe coming in for Wheats as he's going to try and break it. Scythe on Scythe. Wheats won that one against Goonjar, but gets taken out immediately with a HC car. TK going to be set up here first. Theory's going to have to deal with some pressure, not able to do it. Now the break is on. TSN coming in. Ivy thought he might take the low way around, but he's going to challenge here, and Sharp's able to win it. So you had control for a second, but you lost 3 players almost immediately. TK breaks quickly. Colchan's movement looks like Clayster, and all of a sudden TK set up nicely.
And it's going to be TSM attacking from glass side. Going to need a big break here. He can't afford to give up all the time to TK yet again on this hill, and it's going to be 2 kills in favor of Team Kaliber. Weed's going to answer back with a kill of his own, but nobody near the hill for TSM. It's actually going to be Weeds and Colchan trying to come around the back, and it's actually going to be TSM able to break the hill, but look at this, Goonjar somehow still alive back here.
Might be able to line up too perfectly.
That's some of the worst shooting we've seen.
And that he did the same thing on steps when he was working towards, it's like, does he not have grip? I bet you he doesn't have grip.
He does grip. It says it right there at the bottom of the screen.
Well,
he
I just checked it, but
totally missed those shots.
But remember when he was close to streaks on steps, he was really wild. Now,
that's not grip. He just wasn't on them.
It's like the thing about the Vesper and the VMP, it shoots so fast. If you connect that first bullet, it's very steady. If you miss it, it's a little bit jumpy, but he just didn't control it at all.
And now seen Goon running a sub as well.
Now he's zapping on people, but yeah, a couple of unfortunate engagements for Goonjar, but luckily for them, their team right now is a 60-point advantage. There he's able to hop on one, not able to take out the second. And remember, yesterday, Matt, this TK team shocked FaZe in hardpoint as well. So you got to think if TK can take out the likes of FaZe in a hardpoint, they can certainly get it done against TSM. And right now, that is the case. Sharp's Heat Wave. Connecting with nothing but a pillar. I screwed up like half of my words in those 2 sentences.
I don't know.
It's the last match, dude.
I don't know what's wrong
Once
with
the
you
last match comes in, my brain's pudding.
Anyway, it's going to be TSM able to hold the remaining time on this hill. And they're set up for mid, but I feel like TSM's been set up for a few of these hills. They've gotten some gunfights in their favor, and then TK able to break it with ease. So, see Team Kaliber trying to attack this from the top side. They're able to get control of the hill. It's just how long. It does not matter. Goonjar is able to pick up 3. Should stop any push for the time being from TSM.
Theory not able to win 1-2 down right now for TK. It's about to be 3, I think. He almost wins that one, but it's going to come down to Neslo to deal with the pressure here. As he's going to want to push back in. He's got some help. They win all the gunfights. There's only 1 player left, and you can see them spawning out backside. That 1 player is able to contest, but TK should be able to add to this. They could technically win it on this hard point. I don't think they get it done on the middle one, though.
No, they can't win it on this. They cannot come close to winning it on this.
Oh, yeah, my math is not good at all. Yeah, they're going to be, what, about 5 points?
They're
8 points short?
Yeah, they're definitely going to be short.
Good math there, Maven. Good math.
But you see Neslo going up through the steps. He's going to go contest over on apartments, and there's a player directly above him, and I think he's just going to try and push this out. Bad timing, though. Actually, that player doesn't see him behind. Actually, it's going to be Ivy. Jumps up top, finally takes him out. TSM attacking this hill aggressively, and they're not going to play for the spawns. They're going to elect to take control of the hill and then probably push straight through the hill eventually.
Sharp trying to connect. I'm getting off of that because his bullets weren't hitting anything. Goonjar coming in from behind. Can he win a couple? There's one. Tries to find a second. They're trying to close this out. TK needs 19.
Smoke it off.
19 more points. Can they get it done? Theory.
Nice shots at it.
Yeah, nice little play there. Little hop and connection. Gets a second. Tries to get a third. Shot just a bit off. But you see H2K roaring back. Who's going to win the rotation? Look at the spawn. That's pretty nice for TK. Do they give it up? No, they are going to fly in again.
H2K is not roaring back. They have actually just lost this
TSM.
series.
God, what is going on?
TSM is starting to come back.
I'm chugging water. I have screwed up like 42 things in this first map. I'm chugging water. 1 second. You go ahead and solo cast.
It's fine. You got Colchan playing inside the hill for the final few seconds here.
God.
Looks like TK is going to set up for this 3rd hill, try and win it there. It's going to make this so tight, though, as TSM's clawed all the way back. It's going to be Wheats, the only one. It's going to be Wheats, the only one there for TSM at the beginning. You see the smokes coming in. All TSM is trying to do is get a contest here. See a heat wave come in as well. Ivy's not able to finish off that second player. The hill gonna be contested though. Weeds gets in again. It's gonna be TK though, getting control back for a few seconds. Players just trying to contest for TSM inside of the smoke. They just keep flooding the hill.
That should
not
be
the way you want to play
it.
this. Look at how far the players on TSM are spawning. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna get back close to the hill. And it's Team Kaliber taking out TSM.
Thank you.
In game 1.
I feel like my brain shut off for one
Yeah,
map.
250 to 229. I don't know what you were talking about, like half of the map.
I have no idea. You know, I think that I ate like 4 pieces of pizza in that 10-minute break, and you know, sometimes when you eat a lot and you get real sluggish.
Chad. Shark. you call him Shark. You all right, buddy?
Don't eat 4 pieces of pizza. And what? I mean, I had to set the lobby too and get ready over there. I mean, I probably ate 4 pieces of pizza in 5 minutes.
The excuses just keep trickling in. So you see H2K.
I know the map 2, search and destroy.
yeah, map 2 is going to be S&D Fringe. It's been one of the constants of the night. It's going to be the second map in every series.
I remember that much.
H2K does a good job. H2K. You got me saying H2K now. TK does a good job rotating early to that third hill, and they're able to take that time.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the scoreboard.
Whatever you have is just spreading across the capture desk. And
stupidity is contagious.
Yeah, it's highly contagious. See, Colchan goes 37 and 28. The side of TSM, not enough. You saw Wheats. He kind of hangs around even with the AR as 9 defends. Ivy did, a decent job, hanging in there. It seemed like he had some issues during that game. Let's talk a little bit about TK though. You saw Theory actually running an AR for most of that. And he does a nice job. Goon with an SMG, something we don't see quite often. He plays a pretty good game. Nizlo really the key for me for Team Kaliber. You say he's kind of the X factor for this team. He comes up big in map 1, goes 35 and 28.
If I remember correctly, he had a really big map 1 hardpoint against FaZe yesterday as well. They were able to take that one too. The question is, can they close out the S&D? I think their game 2, I want to say it went to round 11, or it was a really... I'm trying to remember exactly how it broke down, but they didn't show up in the S&Ds against FaZe. They need to do it here against TSM. TSM can be a pretty solid team in that game mode, but you are missing Proofy, obviously, with Ivy playing on the roster right now. I don't know how that affects them really in S&D, but we'll be able to, I don't know, make some observations here as we hop into the next one.
Yeah, I think, TSM, obviously, their search and destroy game. I don't want to say it relies on Colchan, but Colchan, very good player with the sniper rifle in hand. It's something that
I almost typed in H2K when I was
something that Team Kaliber is going to have to worry about. Obviously, Theory a very good sniper, so maybe they feel pretty confident going with that in the head-to-head matchup, not getting rid of it, letting Theory go at it with Colchan. But see some of the highlights here from game 1. Really, a lot of Neslo holding down the hills, and I feel like TSM, they rotated early, they just weren't able to hold it. TK though rotates early to that final hill. They're able to buy a lot of time and win it.
All right, well, everyone's switching over to our next lobby as we get ready here
I still can't believe you during that game.
Fringe, Search and Destroy. Yeah, I mean, I am known to mix up words from time to time, but not like 10 in a span of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that pizza had something in it. You never know. We have a great production team here at ESL at our studio in Burbank, but I am confident they put something on my pizza.
I ate the same pizza and I'm good.
I don't know, my IQ cut in half between series. All right, everyone, I think in the lobby now, getting ready. Now, who do you give the edge to here in Search and Destroy? I think...
I would say TSM, personally.
TK needs to go up 2-0. You can do it, Team Kaliber. Get a victory while I'm casting so your fans don't send me hate mail.
I favor TSM in this one, but I would have favored TSM in the series, so I can't really... It's not really too insightful.
I'm taking Team Kaliber in game 2. They're going to win this one 6-3. Okay, Neslo going to have a big game.
Could all be negated with the sniper play from Colchan. Fringe, a very good map to use.
Team Kaliber is going to attack the sniper. Yep. Colchan is going to become irrelevant in this S&D.
Well, who are you going to say?
I think I was going to say relevant, which is the opposite of what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's been a long day. Everybody's in the lobby. They should start this one up shortly. Would not be surprised to see the SVG go. TSM, they'll get rid of the thermal almost every time because Colchan, even when he does use a sniper rifle, doesn't go with Thermal. I haven't seen any PO6 use out of them, so
No.
you know, maybe you think about getting the Locust out, kind of get snipers out completely. It's something Team Kaliber could do. On the side of TSM, I think you just got to kind of play your game, potentially try and get the SVG or the Locust in this one.
Yeah, but I agree with you completely. Yeah, TKD to attack the sniper there. Not shocked to see the SVG go right away. Theory is good with the sniper, but Colchan has been, you know, definitely a game changer with that particular gun. Let's see as this develops here. Do you consider going after Thermal, or Overkill? I think is obviously going to come off. They don't want to deal with that. TK's taking this game. Mark my words.
Well, you see, Overkill's going to go, so it's going to take away, obviously, the use of having a sniper and then obviously an SMG or an AR in your back pocket. Colchan's going to get rid of kinetic armor. Expect High Kaliber to go. A lot of times we see, you know, concussions and flashbangs go. Search and destroy, so.
Well, all right. Flashbang's coming off. Concussion will be next. You have the 2 attachments coming off as well. Overclock still in the game. Thermal still in. Maybe one of these guys will try. Oh, okay. All right. That's the first thing. Mixes stuff up a little bit. Pac-Man wants to protect the concussions here. We'll see who those favor. I think Team Kaliber, a team that, yeah, they don't usually like to play with them, but a team I think that certainly could use them, and I think they should use them more.
Yeah. Now you're going to see Ivy go with Psychosis here. Overdrive makes it through, so expect both teams to consider taking an overdrive, and obviously with overclock, you're potentially able to get that like 1 or 2 times during the search and destroy. Could be pretty powerful to make some pushes.
Could not agree more. Kinetic banned out, so what do we expect to see? Maybe Glitch will make it in. Psychosis, Heatwave.
No, you just go overdrive.
Probably overdrive or Vision Pulse, yeah.
So Goon goes Glitch, so they will not have either a Heatwave or overdrive. You expect, yep, Heatwave. Pac-Man.
Vision Pulse.
Does he go overdrive or Vision Pulse? So he goes Glitch. Neither.
I like.
So,
we got Glitch on both sides.
Well, we saw Pac-Man with some good use of Glitch yesterday. I think overdrive you probably take.
We've seen it be very, very effective. We've also seen,
especially on this map.
We've also seen it bait your team into destruction. Like if Krem loses that opening gunfight and then everything falls apart. We saw it happen. Can't remember what series Rev and I were casting, but it was on Infection. You know, they all push behind this, but what happens is that overdrive guys there are so fast that there's not someone in time to trade the kill. They try to catch up and then everyone gets wiped out. It's like a 5-second round, the entire team's dead. Overkill, I've seen bait as effectively as it leads to first blood. So we'll see how it works out. Well, it's not going to make it into the game. It's going to be Glitch now, so this will be exciting. I like me some Glitch. Who's going to clutch up?
You don't realize what you just said, right?
Oh, God, what'd I do?
You're like, you know, overkill leads to some baiting and whatnot. Oh, you are on the struggle today, my friend.
What is it? This has been a quick day, too.
Yeah, it has.
I'll be honest, I think my brain's on fire.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And poisonous pizza.
Yeah. You know, Glitch on the side of TK. You know, Goon. I feel like Glitch you would want on a player who's going to play a little bit more aggressive, like somebody who will bait for another teammate, like somebody that would bait for Goon, for
instance. The player that doesn't play aggressive and is left in the 1v1 because they're the last alive and they have an ability to come up clutch.
How many times do we see in a 1v1 Glitch come up big? I feel like in a 1v1
all the time.
In a 1v1 you'd rather have camo.
Probably camo, but Glitch. I think that Glitch can be pretty clutch.
If you're going to say, okay, this is going to be our clutch player, he's going to be the one that tries to, you know, stay alive, bomb planted, get him in 1v1 situations, you're going to want that player to have something like camo or heat wave. You're not going to want him to have glitch.
Yes, you do.
Okay, sure.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, tell us about how Glitch. Overkill lets you bait teammates.
Glitch comes up more about that. Incredibly clutch. Yeah, Overkill probably can bait teammates. Overdrive more likely to do it. Is this starting to worry you that I'm more knowledgeable in this game than you? Former professional Rainbow Six speedrunner, Matthew, Mr. X Morello.
You can't even read the names of the players. So
I know. It's hard. I don't wear glasses, but maybe I should start. Loading in here to Game 2. A 1-0 advantage right now for Team Kaliber. The issue for them has been putting teams away. If they get the 2-0 advantage here, I feel really good about it. They need to take this S&D. They need the 1-1 week to stay alive. 0-2 really hurts them.
Yes. I don't want to say 0-2 kind of ruins their dreams, but it definitely puts them somewhere near DT, where I think 0-2 for TK would force them to go 2-0 next week.
Let's kick things off with Nezel. He had the big Game 1. Let's see if he can do it here in Game 2 as well. Off the push. Looks like they want to get aggressive towards B here, Matt.
Which is what you're going to see most rounds from
Unless you're
all
Optic,
these teams, and you're going to see Wheats actually playing a little bit aggressive. I don't think actually expected that fast of a push from TK, and you're going to see kills being traded. Wheats able to get 2 kills, actually. He's going to take out Goon. In theory, it's going to be Nezlo on top of Bomb. It seems like, him and Sharp have absolutely no idea how to play this. Sharp and Nezlo just trying to figure out a way to get out of the B site. And you see Sharp's actually going to take out Ivy, trying to work his way all the way towards the back. And Colchan's going to take him out in the mid-street. Colchan finishes off Nezlo. Colchan and Wheats combined for 2 kills apiece. It's going to be TSM taking round 1.
Yeah, we saw Wheats pick up the second. I don't even know how he picked up both of those players because it was in a couple of bursts, I think, as he was trying to lock down tracks from back rock. Well, actually, he was kind of in front of back rock at that point, kind of in the corner of that back barn. But excellent job from him opening things up. Colchan going to close them out. 1-0 advantage here for TSM, and shaky offense at best to kick things off for the side of TK.
Let's see how TSM looks to play this. First off, let's check Colchan. Is he going to be running a Locust or sorts? No, he's actually going to fly straight. Oh, misses at that jump. So
did not hit it.
yeah, he tries to go high over Z, and what that basically does is it doesn't let Nezlo actually see him until he gets near the window. So kind of a little bit of a surprise, and you're going to see Goon in theory picking up kills. Going to give TK a 4-2 man advantage. Pac-Man, Colchan, the last 2 alive. Colchan, don't want to say he's working towards streaks, but 2-0, obviously. Nope. Feel pretty good about yourself. He's going to challenge this guy at the end of tracks. Not going to win that one with a VMP. Nezlo cross map finishes off Pac-Man. It's going to be all tied up at 1
Yeah,
apiece.
you need a little bit of help here to push against an AR player at backtrack set up like that. Not a gunfight you're ever going to win. You'll see the final kill coming in from Nezlo. They're able to tie this one up at 1-1. Now, you saw a heavy B push from TK in the first round. All 4 just flooding down very, very quickly. It was shut down. Do you expect to see maybe a little bit more of a passive play here from TK, or by chance maybe an A hit?
I wouldn't be opposed if TK goes back to the same thing. I think if you go over towards A, it's too predictable. I mean, it's real easy for a defensive team to read. It's like, okay, well, it didn't work out at B. Let's just run directly over towards A. I don't think that's actually the right way to play Search and Destroy.
Nezlo tries to just crawl forward here. He knows he tags up that player, backs him out of the A site. There's a gunfight going down tracks as well. The first kill coming in is going to end up actually being Colchan here, as he's able to get the first blood. No one looking really that solid on offense thus far from either side.
And nobody's been able to make any types of pushes near the bomb site or getting any types of man advantage. Sharp's going to even it up at 3 players apiece, but I think Nezlo kind of trapped here in the middle of the street. Needs back out. 47 seconds left. Nah. It's going to be a 3-man stack.
Oh!
Nezlo's able to take Wheats out at the end of track. So if you're a TK, you got to go. You got to get the bomb down right away.
And Ivy needs to make some sort of crazy play here. Can he pick up 1 or 2 as he pushes in? The answer is yes. He at least gets 1. Another player coming in for Colchan. Theory now by himself, tagged up, rotating back into barn. A 3v2 now turned into a 1v2 for Theory. TK throwing away around here.
Yeah, they don't play for the plant. I mean, they go and they try and push all the way straight through to the back of barn. And I mean, if they would have just kind of stopped at this, B bomb site and taken control of barn, Ivy just looking up and forgets to look down at the bomb site. He's finally able to take out Theory. But if they just elect to just sit on the B bomb, get it down and plant it, they get bombed down with man advantage, you probably win this round.
Yeah, no, I could not agree with you more. He had no cover there. Ivy just walked in uncontested, able to pick up the kill. Not a very good execute on the B site for Team Kaliber. TSM now leading 2-1, trying to tie up this series potentially. Let's switch over to the offense now. We talked about Colchan. He had a solid game 1. He's starting out 4-1 in S&D here, and they want to hit B aggressively. It's their turn to try this out. A lot of pressure going to be on Theory here as he's at back rock. He's got a concussion up, ready to go. Going to try and back them up, but who's this player? Ivy's already pushed all the way through mid around a barn.
So he's going to check top barn, knows that it's clear.
Oh, that's a big win
he
for
goes
Theory.
back rock right away. He's able to take him out. But look at this Pac-Man trying to move up the mid-street as well. And he has bomb, so he's going to get called out.
Well,
maybe he does not
get
called out
yeah.
as he just comes directly behind Sharp. Now, he should be able to get the bomb down. How does he not get called out there?
I don't know. Or it's just a
late
slow
reaction?
Yeah, that's probably what it was. You got to assume there was a call out. Colchan should be behind this final player. There he's able to do it. 3-1 advantage for TSM. TK not looking too strong here thus far in the search and destroy. Communication seems to be a little bit off. The offense lackluster. They need to pick things up for sure here if they want to give themselves a chance.
Something with Team Kaliber. It's just like a little bit off topic, but do you feel like let's talk about how good they were in Black Ops 2, right?
Okay.
Who do you think was like the guy who was making the calls and search and destroy and
I would say Neslo, but
all the way
sure.
back in Black Ops 2? I would have said Sharp, I figured.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I kind of came in towards the end of Black Ops 2. So I mean I know they were a solid S&D team.
I was just thinking, do you think it's too many people trying to kind of call strats and dictate how they play the game? That sometimes gets them a little bit like they play like you don't have a style of play if you're Team Kaliber, right? Like what's their style of play in Search and Destroy? I feel like it changes so often.
That could be certainly part of the issue. And that's the problem though when you're not doing well, when you're not succeeding, you try to mix things up, you try to make things right, you try to just find I guess a better option, but sometimes maybe just sticking with it is better. They've certainly done that with the roster. You see Ivy soaring out. Sharp going to be by himself. He's able to win that 1v2, able to turn into 1v1. The final player's there. Not able to win it, though. Wheats has got plenty of time on the clock. Sharp, almost the hero TK needed.
That would have been a sick play.
Yeah, it really
been up there with
Nagathon
yesterday, yeah.
Well, it was similar. I mean, except that it was a 1v4, but it's similar kind of in players just flying at him. He's trying to switch between an M8 and RK5 and be the hero.
You see Wheats here following up a teammate. Cleaning up Sharp here. Sharp almost gets his M8 out and gets down a few shots. That was pretty scary there if you're a TSM fan. But they're able to win the round, take a 4-1 lead in Search and Destroy. Let's go on with TSM on the offensive side of things. Let's just cycle through their players real quick. Who has what? So we're close to a glitch. We got a heat wave, and you don't have Psychosis.
Well, let's stick with Wheats with the heat wave then.
Yeah, and it's going to be TK. Looks like they're good. Not even going to have anyone over on the B bomb. They're just going to play somebody up inside barn. So TSM had the chance to push on to the B site all the way down through tracks. They don't take it. You're going to see an HC go all the way through Tin and Auto. Just spots out some players. Kolchan trying to get a little bit of a height advantage on the player in barn. At the same time, though, Gunjar cross map over at the A site is able to take out Pac-Man.
All right, well, they're trying to slowly push up this side. They are down a man. They know there's a player in the back. They know there's a player back barn, and Kolchan's going to be picked off there. That's Theory picking up a couple there at back rock, doing an excellent job controlling behind barn here. They're in a 2 versus 4. Bomb nowhere near a site. Ivy and Wheats have to pull off some kind of miracle here, and he got actually into a pretty nice position. He might be able to flank a player inside a barn, but do you have enough time if you're TSM? He didn't really make a play. He finds one. Wheats now gets the cue to push because he knows players are going to be refocusing on Ivy. Ivy should be picked off from behind in a matter of moments, but he's going to get bombed down. Ivy actually gets inside here. He sees him across the corner, though. He had the perfect angle on. They both get cut down, and now the defuse coming in. Who are they leaving it for? You already have Camo here. You're close to a vision pulse. It looks like they're searching for trophies, and Sharp ultimately going to take it.
He'll be 125 off an HC, so that's I would kill in some points. So Sharp getting the defuse there, going to give TK the round win. Yeslo, where was he shooting there?
At that trash can.
And some players missing some odd shots tonight.
All right, well, TK gets 2 rounds closer, Matt, as now they're going to be back on offense, and that's kind of where the woes for Team Kaliber have been. Not looking too strong here, but Sharp, like you said, close to the HC. He has the heat wave to go with. He had one of the most incredible heat waves I've ever seen yesterday in CTF on Breach. They're getting pretty aggressive mid-map, though. Pac-Man, if he checks the corner, he's going to get spotted out, though. He opts to glitch back. So there you see just kind of a safety glitch. You get some scouting information and backs off.
A safety glitch.
Safety glitch.
Is that what we've come to?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Safety glitch. That's called a safety slide.
You know, Wheat's able to pick off Sharp there, get first blood for his team. Another safety glitch here out of Gunjar. He's able to get back over to tracks before he's killed by Wheats. And see Coon putting down some shots with the AR. Doesn't want to get challenged from this back rock. So he thinks that there's a player on the B site just trying to bait him into coming out a little bit too far. And that player in the back is Pac-Man. So Goon playing this smart.
Running out of time here.
But they are, 30 seconds left. TK needs to make a play here, and TSM no reason to move up. They are able to pick up Gunjar, but Gavin Neslo and Theory rotating all the way back to A, and so smart by TSM. not to over-rotate and send all their players over towards B.
Wow.
They keep 2 over at A, and Colchan's able to finish off these 2 with these.
Well, you didn't really need to rotate anyone over. They were holding their own. You hadn't lost a man yet. They hold strong. Both sides of the map doing their job there as they shut it down. TK not finding a hole anywhere. TSM 1 round away from tying this one up. On offense, I'm going to go Colchan again. He's 8-3. He's doing an excellent job here. Again, solid start in game 1. He has an HC to go with as well. And let's see how they decide to push. They're bunched up, or actually Goon might get pushed here. He has bomb, and a player's already got into 10. He's got to get challenged. He's going to get dropped. That's going to be bomb down, 2 down for TSM.
I don't know what
TK staying alive.
What was TSM trying to do this round?
I don't know. They're trying new tactics.
It's like, let's all go to the back of tin and die.
They wanted Colchan to have an opportunity for a 1v4.
And he loses it.
Yeah, well,
So Sharp with 3 kills that round. I don't know what they're...
Sharp was really good in the infection S&D yesterday against FaZe, but they still lost. He played really, really well, though.
They're trying to hit A, and it just seemed like they turned around, and they started to go back towards their spawn. It just was not working out, and Sharp's able to pick up 3 players inside 10. Give TK a round when... Stick on board. Sharp's 100 points off an HC.
If they win this offense,
they have a good chance to go around 11.
Yeah,
they have a good chance to go around 11.
I agree, but they haven't looked good at all on offense. Oh, there's the invis pop. Let me go to Theory. He's be pushing forward. You have to get a kill there with the camo. Does he push it out? Doesn't finish it. Colchan brilliantly staying alive. Neslo, though, at least going to find one, trying to back them up off the A side. Everyone's now rotated over, trying to bully their way in. But they've got so much rotated and stacked here. 3 players to deal with. If they can pick off one more.
And there it is. Goon's able to take out Pac-Man.
This definitely has the makings of round 11. It absolutely does.
You're going to see Goon just die.
Oh, no.
Running in there.
I thought they were going to line up perfectly for him.
For a second there, I thought they were as well. And you're going to see Colchan coming in through mid. He's going to be able to get 1. Finishes off the second. And Neslo's able to put him away, but that was scary. I don't know.
Thank you, Neslo. Thank you, Neslo. We've had so many, just crazy finishes in S&D rounds.
Dude, we've had some scary, close to ridiculous clutches during this game.
Okay, well, let's see if they can clutch up and get to around 11. Matt, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to TSM on offense. Can you let me know what they have for TK? We have a Heat Wave and a Psychosis, and Colchan's so close to a camo, they might wait, actually. What does TK have?
On the side of Team Kaliber, yet a Vision Pulse from
Neslo opening grenade kill. That could be huge. He's going to connect early. Colchan pushing a player out of barn as he has a HC soaring through the air. Not going to be able to get it. And that's going to be another kill coming in for Theory. 3v2 advantage. TK trying to push it to around 11. This could be absolutely huge. Wheats hunting for a player here at backboard. He has Heat Wave to work with. He gets tagged with Vision Pulse. He's going to lose that. Colchan in another 1v3. He has camo to work with. You got to think he's saving that for round 11.
Without a doubt. I think he saves it. Oh, no.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Look at where they're facing. Now they turn back. If he almost could time that perfectly. God, I'm putting the controller down. I have an ugly feeling. I have a real ugly feeling about this. I have a real ugly feeling. I don't want to watch. 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 Okay.
Not able to get the second, so...
I was so nervous there. I don't know why.
Again, yeah.
I don't know why. Just I had a bad feeling that one was going to be clutched by Colchan. But TK coming up big. It was Neslo opening things with grenade. Theory grabbed another. Gave them, I think, the last 2 rounds, they've had a 4-2 advantage. And it's been a little bit scary the last round especially. But they were ultimately able to close it out. Here we go. Round 11. This is such a big map. Who is going to be on offense? Oh, my God. This is so fortunate for Team Kaliber that they end up getting defense, because offense has been just so tough for them.
Weeds has Heat Wave, and then you got Colchan with camo. Colchan's going to pop his camo and try and head across mid-map. He's going to come right on top of a player. Not going to win the gunfight, though.
That might be it. That might decide everything there. The fact Neslo was able to kill him, I think it ran out right as he dropped on top of him. That was unbelievable, Matt.
And Neslo's going to earn himself an HC.
And what do they have? Does TK have many abilities left?
They have a glitch, and that's it. Neslo's going to call in the HC car. He's going to bring it over towards Barn.
Let me check. I'll hop over. Let's take a look. He's trying to play a little bit of defense.
He's just using this to spot players. See, Theory at the end of tracks. He should have an eye on some of them.
Theory highlight. Oh, he's playing.
Theory is actually
he's playing sneaky. Oh, he has another player here too. They might be able to do a little bit of a bait and switch.
Goon with that glitch, he could definitely bait and switch for him.
And they're holding strong too, like we saw TSM do on defense a couple rounds ago. The only advantage TSM has is they have kind of an even split here to push on B if they opt to. That player is in trouble. Goon's going to actually back down, though. He knows they're pushing to the B site. Goon's got good vision. You saw the heat wave come in. 2 get traded out, though. He has to stay alive. Goon has got to. The player was hunting for him. That is Pac-Man. Pac-Man only has 8 in the bullet, or 8 bullets in the round. Ivy now trying to get away. He's able to get the plant. He stays up. Gets pushed. He saw the player. He saw the player. I think he's going to be able to win this one. He's able to connect. Sharp by himself. Round 11, 30 seconds to work with. My God, he's in between 2 players. This could not be more unfortunate for him. But he's going to find one. Sharp, can he clutch it? He's so tagged up. Oh, Ivy clutches it. Sharp, if he got the one burst there. Oh. Oh my God, I don't know if he, he is so tagged up. He got hit first. Did he need to challenge there?
I was going to say.
There was, what do you have, 30 seconds, 25 seconds, something
like that?
He had
a lot of time. He had a lot of time. I mean, he could have thought that player was tagged up still from the previous fight. Like, Goon put a lot of shots in when he went small door. Goon could have called out that he was weak, but that is close. Hell of a comeback by Team Kaliber.
Oh my God, and you had first blood, right? It was a 4v3, I think, for TK. You had control up to that point when they had first blood. They did a pretty good job taking at least the past couple of rounds. That time coming up a little bit short. That, oh God, I feel like I was kicked in the gut for TK fans. That was a tough one.
It's going to be TSM tying the series up at 1 game apiece. Going into Uplink. What do you think about
Uplink? We're going to be going, what? It's going to be Breach.
Is that one that favors TK?
Yes, I'm going to say it favors TK. I think it does.
Really? I think if
these 2 teams are relatively, balanced, kind of. I mean, they should have some pretty close games. But let's take a look at the scoreboard here, Matt. Colchan, despite the fact that his opening camo did nothing, he did go big the rest of the game, 12-7.
Yeah, and then Neslo and Sharp on the other side of things for Team Kaliber really played well. Saw Goonjar, he goes even with 8 kills. Just a pretty balanced effort from Team Kaliber. I bet you they'd love to have that round 11 back.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Let's take a look at some highlights here from game number 2. Search and destroy on Fringe is TK. Just coming up a little bit short. The clutch plays from TSM is, that's crazy, man. 3v4 round 11, and you're able to take it there. And that's kind of, when you talk about discipline of keeping 2-on-2 at the site, if they had a third guy there early, they probably locked that down.
Did Wheats heatwave one player? I didn't actually catch if he connected on the heatwave.
Well, a heatwave went off for the kill that Goon got.
Okay.
So I think the heatwave came out for both sides, because remember that player that Goon shot was like a 1 bullet with an M8 from across. And then I don't know how it broke down on B. I was watching Goon as he got that kill. Obviously, the trade goes the favor of, it ends up being about a 2 versus 2.
It was Wheats on TSM that used heatwave, and in theory it was around the corner. I don't know if he actually connected on it with him, but
yeah, well,
he uses it. Big play.
Let's hear from you guys on Twitter. We'd love to know, as we're getting close to the end of week 9, what were your favorite moments? What were the standout plays? I can think of a ton from yesterday specifically. Use the hashtag CWLPS4 and let us know. But God, you have the 1v4 yesterday for Nagafen. You saw Sharp clutch in CTF with that heat wave was unreal. There's been a lot of brilliant moments today. That's a tough one. Actually, it's not tough at all. Nagafen's play is
1v4, yeah.
That's number 1.
That's without question. Nagafen's 1v4 is like something you see that once a year, something along those lines.
I don't know if there's ever been a 1v4 faster than that, like in the history of Call of Duty. Well, it was 8 seconds. 8-second 1v4. That.
If you have a chance to, check out the subreddit, because
send me one. If there's a faster 1v4 in Call of Duty professional play, please, by all means, let me know.
Because they have the comms from like Elevate, like what they're talking like during that.
Oh, they lose it.
And you see it from like Nagafen's point of view, and everybody dies, and he's like complaining, like, I have lightning and dart, like play off me. Like, what are you guys doing? And like, I think it's like Aqua or somebody. He's like, yo, shut up, man. You can clutch this. And like, he gets like the first 2 kills. And then they're like, dude, you have camo, you have camo, you have camo. And then like he kills the 3rd guy. And then all you hear them say is like, camo, camo, camo. And he pops camo, and you see Havoc like running by him, and everybody goes nuts. It's really awesome to watch. And
no, that play was, That was after, I think, what, 7 straight hours of casting. I was on the end of my rope there, and that play just, man, like, I couldn't fall asleep till late last night because I was so jazzed up after that.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those plays. It's like, I had chills, I was screaming, I was on my feet. One of those truly memorable moments here from 2016 for Black Ops 3. Incredible stuff from Nagafin. But back to the action here. 1-1 series, TSM, TK. Battling now to try to make it into the Stage 1 finals. Who's going to get the edge?
TSM, they're going to protect Afterburner, so you're going to want that going for those wall runs, getting high up on the broken side of the map over by glass. You're able to do that 1-point throw over the building a little bit easier, and then also get high on the wall, trying to come straight down for the 2-point plays. High Kaliber is going to go. Stock going to go via TSM. You're going to have Camo go, Overdrive go as well, Rapid Fire. Now you have Theory, last one to cast his vote here. He's going to go with Overclock, so doesn't want the other team to get their abilities with a quickness. Now we'll see. I imagine we'll see Heatwave and Heatwave from both sides. We'll see a Kinetic from both sides. Yeah,
definitely. Kinetic made it in. So those have been the standard too, kind of.
And then it's kind of a toss-up whether they want another weapon or something like, oh, well, TSM's going to go 2 weapons. You figure TK, if somebody was to go a second weapon, it would probably be Theory. So, see, it's going to be a Heatwave on Sharp. So really the only question in this is Theory, because you got to figure, yep, Ivy's going to go Heatwave. Does Theory go Annihilator? Does he go Tempest? So he's going to go Annihilator. So mirror image on both sides.
Yep, gonna be set up the same here as we go into Game 3. Now, Uplink, you asked me who I favored. I was going to take TK in this one. Who are you feeling? Who do you think has the edge?
We go with TSM.
You're going to TSM? All right. I think these teams are pretty balanced. But that's kind of.
I think all of these games between these two teams are toss-em-ups.
I just think that has been the thing for me with TK since like week 2. Just talking about round 11s. Like I know I've casted a ton of just tough losses for them when it comes down to that round 11, and that one, oh my God, Sharp gets off one more burst and he wins it. That was ridiculous.
So, do we see a Game 5 in this series? Or do we see whoever wins this take the CTF?
I think we see a Game 5. Regardless of who wins, I think we see a Game 5.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just have a feeling this one's going to go Game 5. TK went to a Game 5 yesterday. I just feel like they're going to go to another one today.
Can they take another Game 5?
So did TSM, right? TSM won a Game 5 yesterday?
They played HUK, yes, as a Game 5.
They won a Game 5. TK lost a Game 5 yesterday. Yeah. So obviously they're going to Game 5 today. That's called science.
I don't think you could actually attribute that to science. I believe like what you did there was probably more like mathematics.
I have no idea, Matt. I have no idea. It's been a long week of casting. Speaking of, tomorrow though, we've got this final match. Tomorrow we're going to be having our weekly recap show, and one of the things we will be going through, if you're not aware, coming up, it's this week. No, is it next weekend's going to be Australia? So we're going to be talking a little bit about their upcoming Stage 1
I would
finals.
be gone already if it was Australia.
We're going to talk about Europe a little bit because there were this was their last week. Their decider matches came in. Who was in, who was out. We'll talk a bit about that. Then also recap Week 9 as we get into the final 2 weeks here of North America. So close to all these big lands. $250,000 to the line North America, $200K for Europe, $150K for Australia, New Zealand.
And we're both excited. I mean, you get to go to Europe.
Yeah,
I go back to Australia. So should be a good time.
I fully expect them to replace you by the time I get back. I'm going to bring Machine back with me, and I'm going to cast with Machine from now on.
That's kind of amazing. I like Machine, though.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with Machine and Momo. Should be a good time. I've loved watching those guys cast together. But getting ready to load in here to Game 3. Tweet us your thoughts. Who's going to take it? TSM, TK, Game 3 series all
Just
tied
a reminder,
up 1-1.
Maven has never casted a TK win.
After we were talking about that, I think I did really early, like a 3-0 or a 3-1 victory. But anything that's gone like the distance, it's just always TK coming up like this short, and then them letting me know I suck.
Well, it's unfortunate. The game's loaded in. It's going to be Breach Uplink. Game number 3, series tied.
All right, TK, let's go.
1 game apiece. Cheering on Team Kaliber with all his heart.
Oh, I can't be too biased. TSM, you're great too.
31-year-old Clint Evans.
31 with the body of a 21-year-old swimmer.
Yep, that's going to be 3 dead for Team Kaliber. Dwight get 4 dead.
They clearly did not hear my clap.
Nope, the clap is you're cheering them on is results in one of the worst breaks we've seen in a while.
Maybe I should just start talking trash. Like,
yeah.
TK, you suck!
No, it's going to be the drone
maybe that'll help.
Near the TK base, and they're able to pick up a few kills after you go on that rant. And
all right. I've learned my lesson. Now I'm just going to talk trash on Team Kaliber, and they're going to win games.
Drone is out, so Colchan just going to go. Elect to try and get forward, try and spawn kill, and he's taken out by Theory. So Pac-Man going to set up near mid-map. Steve needs to pick up some kills before he gets control of this drone, unless going to try. Oh, he's going to toss it over by Palace. See, his teammate's going to spawn all the way in the back by Cages. So at least it's going to force Team Kaliber to go all the way into Palace to get the drone. Don't really hate that play. I think it's a pretty good play by Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's
better than throwing the drone off the map.
It's long wrap around, and from spawn you can get to top AC pretty quickly.
They're going to get 2 out of it, but
there goes 2, but there's no one back home to deal with it. They might actually get a counter score here. This could definitely lead to points. No one has grabbed the drone yet. There they go. Now they're going to get it. There's 2 players behind them. They got back just in the nick of time. If that transpired a little or developed a little bit quicker for TSM, I think it definitely would have been a dunk. It still might be here, but there was only 1 player home. You have to rotate back a little bit more quickly if you're TK.
If anything, I think it's a 1, and it's not going to result in any points.
Oh, his body just splatters on the concrete there.
And Neslo coming across mid-map, going to be able to take Ivy out, and I like the idea from Palace to go straight towards mid-map. Needs to get that control back for his team. He's going to be able to jump up into top broken, able to take out Colchan. Now you see TK potentially could go on the offensive yet again. There's a player that's made it all the way through Cages, and I think Neslo's actually going to toss him the drone. It's going to be Theory with it in hand, not able to get a 1-point score off. Now I think you're going to see the drone being run immediately towards Glasseye the other way.
This is the player
and
that
Colchan coming through mid has a chance to make a big play.
He's the one that could be really annoying here, but he took his time. He didn't realize both pushed to the right. They still might get through for points here. It's going to be Pac-Man. He wraps back bottom broken, not able to pick it up. Colchan going to drop it. At the same time, nice defensive hold there, because that did not look pretty for Team Kaliber. They come up big together, and they're able to shut it down.
If you're a TK fan, you'd love to see this scoreline, kind of hold still going into the second half. And see Sharp getting even closer, going to go for a 1-point throw, and he's going to connect with it. Big play there out of Sharp, going to put TK ahead by 1, playing from the side that we usually see teams, not score many points on. Usually we see, big numbers out of the side of TSM, and then teams usually just try and keep it close on the side of Team Kaliber. If they can hold a lead on the side going into the second half, it'd be huge.
Could not agree with you more. Looking good so far. 1-point advantage here for Team Kaliber. Player down for either side. Just under 2 minutes on the clock. Is everyone vying for control here at mid-map? Wheat's in a power position here at top AC. Wins 1. Not able to win the second there. May end up being at least momentary mid-map control. You see kinetic armor up for Neslo. Not going to opt to use that one. Is going to save that for a big play at mid-map, or big play for the drone. A couple down for TK. This is going to lead to an opening now for TSM to respond. Not able to go outside as there's a player waiting for him there. There's 1 bottom broken as well. Pac-Man cannot find an opening here at all. He needs his teammates to pick up some kills. Unfortunately, you see in the minimap, they're both dropping, and there's that toss back into Palace. Let them work for it.
And it seems like he's actually going to toss the drone to Ivy outside of Palace, and Pac-Man going to try and get ahead, slay a little bit. Now they're going to bring this one all the way back to the other side of the map. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to just get players like run into Colchan and run into Wheats, but they're just not able to pick up the kills they need. And they've had drone control for so long, but haven't had, and obviously they don't have much to show for it. They just have the 2 points they got at the beginning. You see Pac-Man going to go up high, able to pick up 1, but Theory with the drone in hand, going to try and get in position for a 1-point score. Doesn't do so. You're going to see Neslo trying to fly across, put a bunch of shots in the drone carrier, but it's going to be Colchan with drone in hand, but no teammate support.
Well, what do you want to see here from TSM? You're Colchan. You don't have a lot of time to work. Oh,
when he falls off.
Dude, if he would have stayed on, that could have been absolutely filthy. Yeah, that would have been awesome to see. They still have time to maybe get 1 in. That's either side. Sharp's going to grab it. He's got plenty of time to work with. Does he get an angle here for a 1-point toss? He's going to try and go high over. That looked lined up to me. Puts it through. TK, 2-point advantage here. And like you said, not on the strong side to kick things off. So you're feeling very, very good if you're Team Kaliber going into side number 2.
Yeah.
But there are, sometimes there are teams that are a little bit better. They prefer a different side. But for me, this one's pretty clear cut, I think, for most teams.
Yes. I mean, we rarely see teams from the, least preferred side put up bigger numbers. TK right there able to take a 2-point lead going in the second half. It's looking very good for them. But you know, Team Kaliber is a team where they'll have a good half like that.
Stop it. We're only clapping. We're only clapping for TK. Let's go, boys.
They'll take the foot off the gas, and they let the other team come back and
I'm going to put my foot on your throat, Matt. Goonjar picking up two of the Siftex. They're ready to go. Pushing forward. And they won the break this time. Goon picking up a couple. They're going to have control for 2. They've got the lead. Trying to get some more points, but you saw Weeds popping. Oh, well, he did pop his scythe, but it's not going to lead to much. 3 more down. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did he not?
He didn't.
I think it's going to be okay. But the fact he actually tossed that back on was pretty sick because he was dead. I think he ran out of juice there. With you can put this through. You're set up in map. You're ready to deal with this. Give 2 pushing up. 1 spawns Palace. That was Pac-Man, I think, with the Annihilator there. He's going to connect on 3. Disgusting play there. So a good job taking your time if you're TK there, waiting for control and waiting to get forward. But Pac-Man basically unravels that with some excellent play with the Annihilator, and they're able to spawn with 1.
You know, TSM's able to get a point and not burn that kinetic armor. So it's a fairly big play there, Colchan. And see Wheats set up on the drone. He's going to get blasted by the Annihilator of Theory. Now Theory now moving up with the drone. This would be a big score right here. TK, he's going to miss the shots with the Annihilator. Does the drone fall off in the process? I believe it's actually just kind of
trying to highlight
teetering on the ledge over there.
Here.
And looks like it's going to be Pac-Man. He's going to pick it up, and actually he's going to throw it actually at Neslo, and Neslo's going to toss it off. So TK gets pretty fortunate right there. They're going to bring this one Palace and try and go for 1.
Yeah, this one player, Sharp, here at top broken, might be able to annoy them from behind. I'm going to keep Theory highlighted. He's the one going for the 1-point toss. But yeah, he's relying on Sharp to pick up a couple kills here. He needs 1 more. Sharp gets them both. The Semtex, though, connects, and that's going to slow down the push. All of a sudden, it's Neslo by himself, despite the fact that he was such a great play from Sharp. All right,
when he
nice
connects.
job. You needed that 1-pointer because that looked so good, like you were going to get 1 or 2.
Oh, man,
you know,
a 6-3 game where he could potentially, you know, TSM could take that drone the other way, all the way down Palace. That is a big play there from Neslo.
Okay, well, now we're fighting for mid control again. Excellent shots from Neslo, just not enough to finish the kill. His teammate will ultimately grab that. He's going to get one bottom broken, mapping a player there. And now they're going to go up high off the wall, try to hit the 1-point toss. Is that high enough? I think the arc looked good. Yes, it bounces through, I believe. 8-3 lead. Team Kaliber looking solid. If you wonder why I'm rooting for TK, getting a little fired up for him, it's getting close to relegation. You know, TSM got their win yesterday. TK had a brutal loss yesterday. I want this to be as tight as possible. I want a crazy finish to the end of stage 1. And I think for TK to stay involved, they need to win this week.
Yes, without a doubt. I think I
think that's a bouncer too.
Oh, no, a little bit over to the left, and you see Pac-Man pick the drone up, but I can't agree with you more. I feel like if TK were to lose this, they would kind of head down your DT. CLG, they barely hang on. They go 1-1 this week, but I don't think you can be a team that can put together an 0-2 week.
Yeah, 2-2 for LG puts pressure on everybody, basically. They're trying, but they love this deep throw. That time going off the map. 3 kills coming in the kill feed. Neslo, the last one alive here to try and play some defense. And I love the use of kinetic armor here.
I feel like TSM has not touched the drone at all.
I love kinetic armor used to maintain control when you're last alive. All he did was slow them down, but that's a big thing. When time's on your side, you have 90 seconds left. He's able to waste a little bit of time, and look who ends up with control of the drone. TK.
Yeah, it's going to be Sharp going over on glass. You got teammate with him.
Just
He's
go
going
for
to settle for the 1 point.
Yeah,
you don't need to risk it and go for 2 there. And when was the last time you saw TSM get near mid-map?
Oh, I forgot they were playing.
Yeah, no, they haven't gotten close to mid-map once during this.
Now's their opportunity, maybe. They have 60 seconds.
A minute left, down 6. That's 3
scores.
Dunks.
It's possible.
3 dunks.
But you're on a side where it's very difficult to get control and get a rally, and you just got 3 down. That should probably be game. That should be game. You just have to waste time now if you're TK. Just keep this drone around mid-map, maybe toss it into Palace and just kind of toy with TSM, because you're looking to have a 2-1 advantage here. Kinetic being popped mid. 35 seconds. We'll just kind of watch this one play out. Not much to talk about here as TSM's just run out of time.
Yeah, the Theory's going to take out that HC, but this second half, TK is dominated. You have not seen TSM get anywhere near mid-map.
They love that little bounce shot, man.
mean, it's fast, it's effective. A lot of teams don't want to watch Palace. They always go and watch, that top glass wall run.
You think about the top, if you're pushing from like cage side towards the glass, that's kind of like you get an easy 1-point toss there, but that's more of your work towards a dunk. Coming from bottom there from Palace, I mean, it's a more difficult long-range 1-point shot, but if you can hit them consistently, what did TK go, like 4 out of 5, 3 out of 4, something like that? If you're able to bury those shots, especially when you have a lead like that, it's very effective. Just hold them off, keep tacking those 1-pointers on.
This game not close at all. It's going to be Team Kaliber taking a 2-1 series lead here against TSM with a chance to put it away on the CTF. You got to feel pretty good if you're Team Kaliber. S&D, CTF, this is kind of what this team's been built on historically. They got a chance to put it away.
Stronghold.
Do I think it happens? I think we probably see a Game 5.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I like the way you said that. Oh, no.
I get so nervous for Game 5s, especially because I really feel like TK, they have to win. They have to. They have got to get a win here because TSM 2-0, LG 2-0, that hurts so badly to have this 0-2
and
week.
Even CLG 1-1.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that looks good for them kind of is H2K 0-2, but they're the one team that could afford to go 0-2 because they were, I guess, the top team of the bubble teams. They were the only team that could afford to, so that doesn't really help them at all.
DT 0-2 doesn't help them
matter.
DT's below everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the top went 0-2 and the bottom went 0-2. You're worried about these guys in here, and they stepped up and got a lot of big wins. So you have to get a win right now. All right, 10-3, uplink, breach. TK takes it. Who is the all-star for you?
It's a pretty balanced effort from Team Kaliber.
I like Sharp's throws.
Honest.
Look at those throws.
Yeah, Sharp.
5.
Yeah, Sharp threw a lot of them in. Neslo was doing a good job picking up some kills with the VMP mid-mat. He goes 25-19. Weeds on the side of TSM goes 28-22. Ivy, double negative.
Yeah, he started really slow too. The game never really went his way. Never got involved much in the slaying department. I think I'm not sure if we're switching lobbies or staying this one, but let's take a look at the highlights here. This is when it was still close. The first half, not that much action. It looked good for TK because it was close, but they didn't really take control of the game till the second side, at least when you're talking just about the scoreline.
Yeah,
that was one of the 1-pointers from Sharp. Sharp hit a lot of, not hard, but not the easiest of 1-point shots. He had a lot of really nice plays. If Kolchan could have stayed on the map there, that would have been kind of nasty. Maybe gets a dunk through. 7-3 at this point. This is when they start just to push through Palace over and over and over again, just kind of bury them with 4 1-point shots.
I was just looking at some of the bubble teams. It's so important to
sorry, cracking my neck. I think I need a massage. Is there a
out of the bubble teams this week, not counting today's matches, we don't really have anything to talk about today. But you think every bubble team needs to get a win against a top team, right? Yesterday, CLG beats Complexity.
TSM
Clear underdog.
Beats H2K.
TSM beats H2K.
Kind of counts with the way they've been playing.
Luminosity beats Rise Nation.
That's a big,
well, we look back
one.
at stage 1 after, and the relegation teams are all done, and say TK's best chance to beat one of those top teams was against FaZe, and they blew it.
They did. I mean, they had all the momentum going into Game 5 too, because I
didn't see the series, but I'm just saying, like,
the end of the CTF was unreal. It was ridiculous. Like you were. It was basically, imagine TK fans and the players were just freaking out with energy, and they go into Game 5 and got kind of pummeled, if I remember right. Like it was a 6-1, 6-2.
Because you got to think they're going to have to beat somebody tough. I don't know the remaining schedule for them, but I think they play Out the Gaming again. I think they play Envy again. They might play Rise.
I don't believe they played all 4 of the top teams. I think the only one that played all 4 was, I want to say it was H2K.
But they're going to have games against either Optic, Envy, or Rise coming up. And it's like, you would have liked to beat FaZe, and, then they have that 3-3 that we're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
And you're kind of, I don't want to say sitting pretty, but you're looking pretty good. The pressure's really not on you anymore.
Well,
I feel like that's one that you needed to win.
After this game, I want to take a look at the standings, kind of break it down a little bit more, because what match they're doing Rise Envy, so that series doesn't matter at all in our conversation. So
no.
We should be able to take a look at the standings and get a pretty good breakdown here for you guys at home. Kind of what we're talking about right now. Nothing standing out. I mean, the Afterburner Protect, I guess, to a degree, but everything else here, not surprised to see Smokes banned.
Do you see the Shiva make it through? Shiva you could use on this map.
You could. Yeah, no, Shiva could be really strong here, but stock.
So Shiva makes it through.
Okay. Shiva is going to end up coming in. Now let's take a look at the specialist draft. It was what, Camo and Overdrive that came off. So you should have Kinetic, Heat Wave for either side, and then what, maybe Scythe Annihilator?
Yeah, I think 2 weapons on this one. The weapons are pretty good, able to open up, some lanes, be able to run the flag. So
that would make sense. Heat Wave Annihilator, or Heat Wave Kinetic Annihilator Scythe should be the breakdown here. Colchan should ultimately go Kinetic. Yep, that'll be the breakdown. Not surprised there. Okay, if we could, please, those of you in the back room that make everything look so pretty on the screen, can we take a look at the standings real quick, just for North America here in the Call of Duty World League? So let's break this down for a minute. All right. So this is with everything. This match,
TK wins yesterday. They could potentially be 7-11.
Well, let's just try to forget that match, as difficult as it is, because it was a big one. But from now going forward, if they get this, they're at 6 wins. They stay in it. If they don't, and TSM gets it, TSM actually takes over. Well, they took over the spot. They would take over the spot from H2K. Yeah, because they'd have 8. So what does this do for TK? They'd stay 1 closer to LG. They stay in basically the same spot they were coming into the week. So they really need a win.
Yeah, I mean,
getting a win keeps them in the same position.
They
lose
this one, they go behind CLG. Because just map win percentage, you see, they would go all the way back down to 11.
That's what's terrifying too, because they have the lowest map win percentage by kind of a wide margin. So if it ends up being, which it could be, like a 3-way tie between, let's say it's LG, TSM, or LG, TK, H2K for just picking any 3 teams.
We'd have to see what happens with League Ops, like what the ruling would be.
Their map win percent, well, it'd be head-to-head, I believe, the map win percent. I'm not exactly sure, but
yeah, it's not.
Is it map win percentage first?
Not exactly sure.
I'm not either. But let's say it's map win percentage.
Yeah.
If it is map win percentage, then head-to-head, I'm hearing. So that hurts, because they're a good 5-6% away from a couple of those teams. So what's scary is not only do you need to get wins, but you need to get 3 1s, 3 0s, not potentially here. Well, this could be 3-1. This would be a nice win.
Yeah. I mean, 3-1 would be great. A 3-2 win doesn't help them, really.
Well, we have a Twitter response from Country Boy talking about the biggest performances we saw in
look
week
at this.
9.
I saw this one come through on Twitter. Look at that. There's people out there that appreciate you.
That's so nice.
Kappa.
I want to cry. Oh, man. What?
You've been a decent caster for a while now.
Thanks, man. Except when I lose my damn brain, like earlier, and I just
H2K
can't talk anymore.
is playing game 1,
I honestly, I kid you not, I really think eating that food so fast, just like, have you ever been really hungry, just wolf down food, and then you're just like, think of Thanksgiving. Like, you pick out, and then you're like this, like, on the couch.
So that's actually
that's what happened to me while casting. I was just like,
I don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving, so I don't know. I don't like turkey.
I like some eating some cranberry and some
Pasta.
potatoes.
I like pasta.
Pasta on Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
you probably have Chinese for Christmas, don't you?
No. I just don't like. I like deli turkey. I just don't like the bird sliced.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Anyway, it's going to be game 4.
What?
Starting up now.
TK
so weird. Versus TSM. Ivy coming off the spawn here. He's able to win 1 gunfight. Now TK, they get to attack over on Mansion side first. So obviously great for momentum if they're able to score here. Kind of put TSM even in a more demoralized state. You see Wheat's going to be firing up some shots at top Mansion. A little bait and switch there as Goon's able to win that. TK's trying to make a play for the flag here. You see Sharp's able to win 1 gunfight. What? That player had to be weak. He's got 1 more around the corner, not able to win it. Goon's able to take that player out, and Goon's going to win 2.
Get it out, 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. They're spawning bunker, and look who's ready. Theory is already locked and loaded, should be good to go. There's 1. Come for me. I dare you. I'm set up. My name's Theory. My name is Theory. I got another one for you. No, he didn't get him, actually, but Goonjar should be home free at this point, I think.
There's 1 player that's made by.
Pac-Man can get through.
Nope.
He doesn't. Goon should have the cap.
Oh, you missed the flag a
lead.
Bit.
Team Kaliber, game 4.
Every time I see a player go like near the flag with the flag and not scored, I think of the Saints play from yesterday. It was so funny. You got.
I haven't seen it yet. I will need to see that.
So funny.
If anyone has the play odd shot, or maybe it's on YouTube, if you can send me a link.
He just walks right by it.
Because that's something I'd like to have in the Maven's mishaps.
Yeah, sorry, Renato.
Neslo rotating back. There's some aggression coming in, but that HC car is going to kind of shut things down. Nice start from Goon. Nice start from Sharp as well. No one really working on streaks, though, at this point. But they're pinned in their base a little bit. They need to get a couple kills and move up the map because it's just, look at the map right now.
Yeah, this is dangerous in CTF when you give the other team so much map control. You just don't want to turtle your base because it allows the other team to just come in and you'll kill you out of your base, obviously, and then you can just pull a flag out, and the other team's going to spawn so far they're not going to get that second wave of defense on the flag.
Oh, no. One player in the back, Goon, at least in a good position to deal with that. There's only one player to push him, so if he wins one gunfight, he should be all right. Doesn't win it, though. This is actually probably going to be a flag pull here. Wheats, 3 of them pushing now. This is a good opportunity. Trying to win it. Wheats peeking out, finds one. This has got to be a flag pull right now for TSM. Ivy coming forward. He's going to fall. Neslo holding it off, pick it up, too. Wheats still sitting here. Goonjar, so much time went by that everyone got to spawn in again.
Yeah.
They had to be more aggressive there. You can't sit there and deal with the
TSM had it, they just took too much time.
Yeah.
They soar out
at that player. Don't let him sit there and pick you apart.
Yeah, if they would have went a little bit faster, I think they were good there. And Kolchan going to have one gunfight to win, it looks like, in the mid, and he's going to get tagged up, get some shots off on Neslo, just not able to win it. And you're going to see Theory lose a gun battle over on Bunker. Goonjar from the mid cuts, able to pick up 2, so now you should see TK go on the offensive a little bit. Pac-Man with the Man of War over by Snow, able to win 1. Now you see Sharp flooding up mid-map. They actually have not rotated back. There's one player, and Sharp's actually going to win the gunfight. And now you're going to see Neslo pick up a second player as well. If Sharp's able to take out Pac-Man, this is one that they can run. And you're going to see Sharp's going to win the gunfight versus Pac-Man. He's going to have Kolchan around the corner. Kolchan going to get taken out.
And this is big because he's on a 5 streak. If he gets a flag cap here, he's fully streaked out, I think.
Yeah. And you see there's 2 players from TK watching the overextension. You see Theory's going to pick up 1. Now you see Goons watching the other.
How did he kill both? Can he get it in? Yes, he gets it. And he gets full streaks. And he continues the hot streak. 6 kills in a row. 3 streak for Sharp. Make it 7. Get out of my base, Kolchan.
Yeah, Neslo just going off now. 14 and 5.
They are looking to close this one out. Team Kaliber step it up when they need to. They need this win so desperately. Sharp coming home. He's got cover from a couple players. This is going to be a 3rd cap with 60 seconds left. If they can, I wonder if they, okay, is 3-0 enough? One of the strongest. I think 3-0 is a solid, definitely a solid lead. I think 1 or 2, you know, you give them a chance. But
I think 3-0 is more than enough.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think even almost 2-0 is pretty.
I mean,
2-0 with streaks.
I want to, yeah, with streaks too. But that's, honestly, I agree with that almost early in stage 1 when we didn't really see. Oh,
looks like Neslo's going for another one.
He might get another one. 2 tagged up. Early in Stronghold in stage 1, you know, remember the games were always like overtime, 1-1, 1-0. Yeah. They've got a lot, I don't know if you noticed, they've got a lot more high scoring in recent weeks. Teams playing a little bit better, playing a little bit faster. It's not the Stronghold CTF that I think it was to kick off stage 1.
Oh, I don't think I agree with
I'd like to look at the average scoring on this map as far as caps from like maybe the beginning of stage 1 versus now. I think it's been a lot more, at least the ones I've casted.
I feel like CTF has just changed totally since the beginning of stage 1.
True.
I feel like we do still see...
But where do you see the impact more or something like this where it's so slow usually?
I mean, at the beginning of stage 1, I think we saw like 2-0 games in this. Now we're starting to see like 3-1, like
just a little
like that.
It's just people learning how to play CTF.
It's not like a drastic difference.
Well, okay, so are you saying TCM doesn't have a shot? TCM.
I think it would be very hard for TSM to make a comeback.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And it's full streaks for, what member of that? Was it Neslo? Yeah, Neslo had it. Did anyone else for TK?
I believe, is Wheats working on streaks? Is Wheats working on streaks for TSM? No, he already set.
Let's stick with Neslo here because, like you said, his streaks could be the difference maker. A couple players pushing outside. Nice hip fire from him. He's able to pick up 1, finds a second, wins that as well. Neslo just crushing right now. Nesro.
He had a great game 1. We kind of talked about it with him. Really spirals. I feel like he either puts together a great series or it's just kind of mediocre, and I think it's just kind of how he gets.
He needs to get safe and maybe consider using streaks here if he doesn't.
No, you're good. There's no reason to.
Oh God,
he's just gonna wreck 2 players.
Guess what? That's a cap.
So how do you feel now, Clint, about TSM's chances?
No, man, they're definitely gonna make this again. As a caster, you never want to say it's over. It's so over. over.
No, it's going to be very difficult. As you see Neslo pulling yet another flag.
What? This is a joke.
Where is he going?
He's going to Hammertown.
I mean, he's able to pick up 2 behind him.
Use some of your streaks, dude. You're about to get full streaks again or something. He's on a fight. Yeah, actually, he would. This cap would probably give him full streaks again.
And he's going to challenge a Scythe, it looks like here.
Just drop a Hellstorm on him.
Probably wait.
Hellstorm on him.
You're going to have to fight it. So Weeds goes big on defense.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
Actually, Sharp has the flag.
No, doesn't get the return.
And he actually gives streaks to. He actually gives streaks to
That
Sharp.
actually worked out better, yeah, because Neslo wasn't going to get anything
from
that.
Here you go. Colchan's going to have the flag. He's going to be heading towards mid-map.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
A lightning kills everybody on TSM right now. I don't know. Oh, there's a lightning. Well, they're able to get it in, but still, it's going to be 5-1. 3 minutes to go. This would be one of the crazier CTF comebacks we've ever seen. Obviously, score streaks in CTF make it very difficult to run the flag.
Yeah, they're more important in this than any game mode,
yeah,
really.
TK has a Hellstorm, a Lightning, and I believe
2 Hellstorms, 2... No. Yeah, what was used?
Sharp.
Right,
Sharp just had a Lightning, so they had an HC on Theory as well. It's not too big of a deal, but I know more about those other streaks, and it's going to be very difficult. They're going to have to at least pull the flag like once or twice just to burn those streaks, and then have to score at least 4 flags to force an OT.
Theory is working. Is he about to double up, or is he working? He can't be working towards his Lightning, not on a 3 streak, unless... No, he didn't cap, so this should be doubling up his HC, I believe. Just trying to find players in the back, finds one at Lambo. Nice timing there. Starting to work towards the Lightning now.
If you're a TK, you can just play very slow.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I'm not a big fan of turtling up, but with all the streaks, why not? I mean, you kind of can afford to a little bit, right? I mean, just play a player in Mansion that's playing really passively. Make sure you're just watching all your lanes so no one sneaks through, but you don't need to get super aggressive. Goon has different plans as he's going to get forward, find one, might turn and find a second here at Satellite.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of forces the guys on TSM to rotate back.
Yeah,
so you have 1 or 2 players playing aggressive, then you get some others playing like Sharp in Theory right now. Just playing a little bit more passive in the base. Ivy's going to get to you. He's going to get cut down right away.
You're feeding Theory streaks, too.
Yep. Nobody in position to make a play. Yeah, and it's a very good point as Theory inching closer to streaks. 150 off a Lightning. He's just going to get down behind the cars. Teammates come in, pick up some kills. He's still not able to take the player out. He's just gonna,
I'm so sick of shooting you, I'm going to throw a car at your head.
Throw a car at him, but Goon's able to take him out. There's just one other player up in top mansion, able to drive the car right up next to him. I believe you see a Lightning coming in from Neslo. It doesn't get anybody. Sharp has the flag. He's got 1 player to beat. Looks like Pac-Man gets hit in the head with a missile.
He toys with him a little bit in the Hellstorm. Oh, Pac-Man, come on, man. We're friends, but don't leave the game. Listen, I know Team Kaliber is bringing it to you right now, but you got your 1 win this week. You got a win that you needed. TK's got there. Sharp
goes to the back whack.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well, what Sharp is this?
I tell you, after I saw them play, some of the results they had yesterday, whatever Kozlov is feeding these guys in the TK house is starting to work.
Probably some turkey.
Yeah, I was pretty good at video games. I never ate turkey.
You're lying. All right, now they're going forward. They're working on getting another pull here.
They're just trying to pad their overall team CTF stats.
What? That went right through his neck.
Yep. You see Goon with the flag now, trying to get this one out. You see Sharp with a Lightning. He's able to pick up 2. Now we're going to see Sharp with a Hellstorm. And,
that flag is super dead.
Yep, the flag is dead.
And
that is the, what did you say before? That is the sign of defeat?
That is the sign of defeat.
The official sign of defeat. That's TK.
Waving their white flags in the air.
Able to take the series over TSM 3-1. Keeping
That's
them
the final
alive.
CoCam, too.
Giving them a 1-1 week.
That's embarrassing.
Out of all the teams, in that relegation zone, DT and H2K, the only 2 without a win this week.
So, with TK getting the win, that kind of keeps them in the same spot. They're still in contention. I think a loss there is like arguing that they are falling out of it. Definitely still in contention, but they get the win. The big winners this week, though. LG, really just LG? They're the only one. The only one that gets 2-0. Yeah.
Got to put together these 2-0 weeks.
Yeah.
Now LG gets out 2 big wins. Obviously, one against CLG, who's like kind of right on their heels.
Team Kaliber won while I was casting.
Yeah, there you go. and then 1 against Complexity.
Thank you, Kozdoff. And I don't know why Kozdoff's up there. Are you on a plane or something,
Yeah,
Kozdoff?
why is Kozdoff up there?
No idea. Maybe Kozdoff is God.
Oh, man. It's been a long night for you.
I don't know, these past 2 days. Yesterday was
You
real.
struggled a bit tonight.
Yesterday
Yeah.
was real long. I was good until this final series. And
Yeah,
then
this final series.
I felt like my brain was melting out of my ears.
brain. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here. We'll wrap things up. It's going to be Neslo going nearly double positive, 29 and 15.
We don't see Pac-Man stats because you left the game early.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
24 and 13 at a sharp 4 flag caps. Doing everything for this squad.
Well, big performance from TK. You know, they've struggled in Game 5s. They have. This time they close it out. They don't allow it to get there. And, you know, Neslo, a big part of the reason they got off early. And he reminded me a little bit of Attach that we saw in this particular game. Remember Attach really went off? No, but, I mean, he got that huge streak.
Yeah.
He got a couple caps. He got fully streaked very early. Neslo did the same.
Yeah, Neslo had a really big part in opening up the floodgates for TK.
Oh,
I think him and Sharp just did a fantastic job with the SMGs around the TSM base. And, you know, Theory and Goon did a good job just giving them some mid-map presence. Now, obviously, results in a big win for them.
This was kind of sick, and he picks up one more here.
The game is over.
How you doing, buddy? Hey,
really
I was still impressed.
There you go. The sign of defeat.
Theory, TK, you know, Neslo, Sharp, Goonjar, the whole lot of you. I'm proud of you. TSM, you got your win too. Fell a little bit short in this one, but
yeah,
you'll come back strong next week. For everyone that watched yesterday, today, it's been an incredible week for the Call of Duty World League presented by PlayStation 4. We're getting down to the wire here for the North American season, but tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we will have the Call of Duty, basically our recap show. We're going to be breaking Australia, New Zealand, talking about Europe. Australia, New Zealand, a little bit different.
More about the stage finals for Australia, New Zealand. We'll talk about the end of the European season,
Correct.
which was today. Talk about all the teams that are going to be at the stage finals for there and some of the teams that are fighting for relegation. And then obviously, we're talking all things North American Call of Duty esports.
It's going to be fun. Make sure to join us again, twitch.tv/Call of Duty, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. We'll see you then, guys.